we're going to look at the cosine, the sine, and the tan curves between 0 and 2 pi or 0 and 360 and look at some standard angles. So this is the sine curve, and I hope you recognize that going up, and it's going, highest point is pi over 2, 1. So here we're going to look at 0, 90, or pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. Now you can change those into 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. And we're just going to say at sine 0, the answer is 0. And at sine pi over 2, or if you want to think about it in degrees, that's 90, the answer is 1. And at sine pi, and these are quite easy to remember if you can remember the curve. So having a mental picture you can recall in your mind of this curve makes all of these quite easy. And that point there is -1. And then at 2 pi, it's exactly the same as this. So that's the same as sine 2 pi. Now you might want to take a minute to think about this or pause the video and have a look, but you should be able to recall all those standard positions. So the cosine curve, again, we're going to look at 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. So at cosine 0 or 2 pi, it's always 1 at the top here. At cosine pi over 2, it's always 0. And also at 3 pi over 2, so let's just put that one in, cosine 3 pi over 2, or 270, that's also 0. And cosine pi, that's at its lowest point, which is -1. And finally, let's have a look at the tan. The tan curve looks very different. Now the tan curve is going up like that, and here at pi over 2, we've got what's called an asymptote. So also at 3 pi over 2, see if I can get this nicely over 3 pi over 2, we also have what's called an asymptote. So let's look at 0. So tan 0 is 0. Tan pi over 2, that other special one on 90, we're not going to say 0, we're going to say that's undefined. So there is no definition. And that would be the same as 3 pi over 2. That's also undefined. And at tan pi, that's 0. And at tan 2 pi, that's also 0.